Good morning to you. It's our pleasure to be here once again. It's the 31st day in the month of August 2021, the very last day in the month of August 2021. My name is OLUTAYO, and I welcome you to your morning tonic, the Break of Dawn newspaper review. Once again, thank you for joining us. My guys are here. Okay, guys. Let's go goes first.
Good morning to everybody listening to 32 FM 94.9. Thank you for joining us this Tuesday morning. My name is GBEMISOLA SOYEMI.
And I am CHIKE, OGBOGU. A very positive morning to you, listener out there.
All right, I have me Daily Post newspaper and Vanguard newspaper. I'll take headlines first from Daily Post. Ajirabai of Lagos, Rashid Williams is dead. Sanwo-Olu reacts. Oyo journalists seek spiritual solution over death of members. Gunmen invade Oyedepo's church, abduct members. Kwara Governor, Fulani leaders meet on security and peaceful coexistence. Will migrate all government personnel and institutions to IPPIS platform. That's from the federal government. Bad roads, you've not been fair to Ogun. Governor Abiodun tackles Buhari government. Borno, photos of ISWAP attack on troops, civilians in Iran. Nigeria, Turkey meet on counter-terrorism. And Buhari chief commandant of terrorists against Nigeria's progress, Pastor Giwa. Those who appointed you will set you up. Primate Ayodele wants EFCC chairman Bawa. Senator Obi describes attack on NDA as national calamity, calls for security overall. And killings, Plateau National Assembly caucus must voice out burdens of their people, Kaze. Zamfara police warn criminals reiterate readiness to enforce Matawale's directives. NCC releases updated quality of service and standards for telecom firms. Bandits kill Senator Naala's son. And finally from here, Governor Ogwanye returns from Abuja, visits hospitalized victims of adulterated kerosene. Those are headlines from Daily Post.
From the Guardian newspaper, U.S. troops pull out of Afghanistan, ending 20-year war. Otom welcomes probe, gives timeline. CGN summons 6 chief justices or judges over conflicting orders. WHO backs local therapies for COVID-19. Government says Nigerians to feel impact of economic growth soon. Nigerians say no to return of tolls on roads. 7-year-old girl seeks 15 million naira heart disease treatment. Still from The Guardian, Anambra Poll gladiators wallow in endorsement frenzy. Imperatives for a united Nigeria. Something to read there from The Guardian. Life in Times of Senator Olabi Duro Jaye. Okay, from the business side, Edo BOI unveiled 2 billion naira MSME fund for over 50,000 businesses. CBN engages Caribbean firm on e-Naira project. From the sports side, Nigeria battles Uganda for Afrobasket quarterfinals ticket. Edo will soon become Nigeria's #1 sports destination, says Shuaibu. Okay, Eagles camp bubbles as 11 players take to gym. My son never begged to represent Nigeria at Nairobi 2021, says coach Uwuzurike.
All right, from the Nation newspaper this morning. 4th week of Southeast Ghost Monday turns bloody. This is coming from the Borno State governor. He says, retrieve arms from repentant terrorists. From the senator, my slain son's life, not better than any Nigerian. And here we have Ihanacho Ndidi. Others hit Eagles Lagos camp. Here we have court rejects Malami's application to vacate order on Igboho, as David Mark's panel links PDP crisis to Wike secondus. With these riders, reconciliation team seeks withdrawal of case as NBA conflicting rulings ridiculous. CJN invites Rivers, Cross River, Kebbi, Jigawa, Anambra, Imo CJs over contradictory orders. Here we have Ondo makes COVID-19 vaccination compulsory. And this rider, no jab, no access to hospitals, churches and mosques. Finance Minister, economy on recovery path, growing with the rider, federal government to finance 2022 budget deficit with 6.1 billion euros. These are headlines from the Nation newspaper.
All right, from Vanguard newspaper this morning. Kano has 2 million drug addicts. Buba Marwa. Also in Kano, Kano government approves training of 600 teachers. PENCOM to commence online verification enrollment for 2021 retirees. Stakeholders rally against drug abuse menace. Also from Vanguard newspaper, NIMASA hints of end to war risk insurance on Nigeria-bound cargoes. CBN selects technical partner for digital currency project. Southwest women laud Yaya Bello for women inclusion. Oshibajo is saying leaders must make sacrifices and risk popularity to resolve conflicts. Lagos State government to reposition entertainment sector for revenue generation. Ethnic religious tensions, Oshibajo tasks leaders on sacrifice and risking popularity. That's the same thing as one of the headlines we took earlier. Organized labor appeals to federal government against electricity and petrol price hike. LASEPA, NAFDAC arrest 4 persons tampering with pollution evidence in Lagos. CJN summons 6 chief judges over conflicting orders to political parties. And impending attack, military deploy troops to Plateau. NBA cries out, our senior members abusing judicial process for politicians. Extortion, again commuters stranded as commercial bus drivers protest in Lagos. Plateau crisis, enough is enough, defend yourselves now. Yowikan tells Nigerians. And NBC defends action against Channels Television. Finally, from here, Akeredolu to sign anti-open grazing bill into law Tuesday, which is today.
All right, we can take your thoughts now on Facebook and on YouTube. 32FM 949 Ibadan. 32FM 949 Ibadan on Facebook and on YouTube. Go drop your thoughts there or your comment to your questions. Well, we have some more headlines here. Let's go to Daily Trust. CJN moves to end forum shopping as lawyers worry over conflicting judgments. CJN summoned 6 judges over conflicting orders on PDP crisis orders. Kidnappers invade Kogi Church, abduct members. Nigeria records 22,000 missing persons, highest in Africa. CJN moves, lab scientists decry high rate of malaria misdiagnosis. Still from Daily Trust, many flee to Cameroon as ISWAP launches massive attack in Borno. New militant group emerges in southeast. 2023, get ready for the battle ahead. Kwankwanso charges supporters. Federal government, our economic growth will regress if federal government doesn't borrow to invest. That's from federal government on federal government. 2023, I took this earlier. Lab scientists, I took this also earlier. Economic growth may regress. Yes, that has been taken. INEC releases Delta constituency by-election candidates list. And court rejects Malami's application to vacate restraining order on Igboho.
All right, from the Punch newspaper this morning. Strike. ASU accuses federal government of deceit as minister explains payment delay. Naira falls to all-time low of 527 naira against a dollar. That's from the Punch newspaper. NDA invasion. More troubles coming. This is coming from Father Ejike Mbaka as he warns. Oluomo summons transport workers over protest against task force and LATSMA there. We still have some headlines from the Punch newspaper. Lagos transport worker dies during fight over 500 naira bet as Amechi's confession confirmed deep corruption in Buhari's regime. This is coming from the PDP. 21-day notice. NMA blames federal government. False suit. As federal government presents budget October, targets 3 billion euros from Eurobond. Conflicting judgment. NBA to meet CJN. Mohammed summons 6 chief judges. Airlines suffer 28.5% drop in domestic aircraft movement. We have here 65 government agencies have never been audited. This is coming from House of Rep members. NNPC incurs 756.99 billion naira petrol subsidy in 7 months. These are headlines from the Punch newspaper.
All right, let's go on a break. When we return, we'll get to the analysis of the major stories. Good morning once again.
FM 94.9. Mommy, when is Aunt Valerie coming again?
So you can seize her phone again, Abby?
Watching cartoons on her phone is so cool, but yours is...
Yes?
So slow. Watching cartoons on your phone drags like ogbono soup.
When kids complain about the speed of your internet, you know it's time to switch to MTN 4G. Upgrade to MTN 4G now and enjoy free 4GB data plus 100% bonus on every recharge for 3 months. Text 4G to 131 to check and turn up your internet experience on the reliable data network.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
Sunshine makes everything better. That's why Lipton iced tea leaves soak up hours and hours of glorious sunshine. And together with juicy fruit flavors, they go into Lipton iced tea to give you a delicious, refreshing taste. So you can chop better life with sunshine in a bottle.
Lipton iced tea. Lipton iced tea. Available in peach and lemon flavors. Lipton iced tea. Lipton iced tea. Deliciously refreshing.
Unbelievable, but true. Canada will issue over 1.2 million permanent visas between 2021 and 2023. Canada has incredible natural resources, most especially mineral resources, but less than 15% of those massive resources have been exploited. Reason? Canada's population is very small, less than 40 million compared to USA's 350 million and China's 1.6 billion, and these are countries with smaller land area than Canada. You can also take advantage of fantastic graduate and postgraduate education in beautiful Canada and prosper. There are well over 60 immigration programs to choose from. Let Jonathan King Limited take you through the simple process and relocate to Canada with members of your family. So take advantage and obtain your own form at Jonathan King Limited, 1st and 6th floors, Cocoa House, Ibadan. CMS Bookshop, Folagbade Street, beside the Cathedral of Our Savior, Ijebu-Ode.
Registration ends 28th of September 2021.
Say you won't find wetin fit you wella. The correct babe or bobo. Work we go bring out your talent. I been at the correct mattress wey fit your kind body, age, way of life and pockets. Make you go www.mocha.com/buy right or any Mocha shop go find the Mocha way good for you. Medical experts then stamp am gbam. Mocha they give your body the support where you need so that you go wake up with kampe body where they ready for everyday work. Mocha, it dey make life better.
bọ́nà kan ò ṣe wọjà nígbà aṣẹ́ kan ò ṣe tó jẹ mọ́ lásìkò tá a wà yìí láti wá tètè gúnlẹ̀ sébùtì ògo láfiníká fọwọ́ wà fàjẹ̀wà pẹ̀lú multilevel marketing cooperative investment credit society limited ẹgbẹ́ alájẹsẹ́kù tí bá ní ìpìlẹ̀ ọ̀la ká lè bá tètè roko délé ajé lójú ọjọ́ pẹ̀lú kátàkárà lórí àwọn kò ṣe má ní ojoojúmọ́ bíi herbal food supplements àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ a jẹ́ pé gbogbo ẹni tó bá darapọ̀ mọ́ ẹgbẹ́ alájẹsẹ́kù multilevel marketing ni ó jàǹfààní ètò ẹ̀yáwó ọlọ́kan òjọ̀kan láti dáṣẹ́ tara wọn lẹ̀ bákan náà ni gbogbo ẹni tó bá darapọ̀ mọ́ wa pẹ̀lú owó wọn ni ó máa gba èrè gọbọi lóṣooṣù èyí kì í ṣe sogún dogójì o fún àlàyé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ ẹ kàn sí multilevel marketing cooperative investment credit society limited lónìí ní health concern building lẹ́bàá MRS filling station nítòsí Bishop Phillips Academy Iwo Road Ìbàdàn tàbí lọ́fíìsì wa tó wà ní Stanbic Bank building Niger West area Challenge Ìbàdàn ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ 090504816 090504816 pẹ̀lú multilevel marketing cooperative investment credit society limited wàá roko délé ajé.
Yeah, you're dolling me, oh.
Omo, I'm just not feeling the flow right now. It's like there's no ginger.
Okay, let's take a break. Here, have a Coke.
Gege, that's the ginger right there.
Give me one Coke, Coca-Cola. Yes, so make you ginger.
Ginger your flow with Coca-Cola.
Give me one Coke.
32 FM
94.9.
You're welcome back from that break. 32 FM 94.9. And Mr. Breakadon newspaper review. This is where we take headlines from the dailies. We analyze the headlines. We also take your comments on Facebook, on YouTube, and via text message. We'll also open the phone lines later on the show. You can join us live on Facebook and on YouTube. 32FM 949 Ibadan. 32FM 949 Ibadan. Drop your comments. We'll get to read them later on. Once again, my name is GBEMISOLA. SOYEMI.
Right, thank you, Ilisami Oriore-Idowu, Omobasharan Abiola, Babatunde Owombe. I hope I got that correctly on Facebook. Good drop your comments. I am OLUTAYO OGUNADE. Good morning to you, and thank you for joining us on today's edition.
All right, I am CHIKE, OGBOGU, and now moving straight to this story from the Punch newspaper. The Naira extended its decline on Monday, sliding to an all-time low of 527 against the dollar at the parallel market. The local currency, which has been on a downward trend in recent weeks, fell to 524 against the greenback on Friday from 522 to $1 on Thursday. At the investors and exporters window, the Naira, however, strengthened to 411.63 to $1, and on Monday from 412 to $1 on Friday, according to the FMDQ group. The Naira has strengthened to 506 to $1 on August the 4th, after plunging to 525 to $1 at the parallel market on July 28th, a day after the Central Bank of Nigeria stopped foreign exchange sales to bureau de change. And the headline there, it says Naira falls to an all-time low of 527 against $1.
All right, Austin Idomu joins us for the analysis. Good morning, Austin.
Good morning. Yes, there will continue to be a decline in the value of the Naira, especially at this particular point in time. What that means is that the economy is still very much fragile, and the country is in shortage of the greenback, which means that the foreign reserve has also been depleted, because the CBN used the foreign reserve as an intervention method to strengthen or to stabilize the Naira on a weekly basis, and that has cost the CBN a lot in terms of the amount. So the CBN has come up with a policy that, let's eliminate the BDCs, for example, who use the trading of the FS for profiteering, not necessarily to impact the economy, but for speculation and for personal financial enhancement. So if you look at the official window, somehow or marginally, it also gained some momentum, a kind of strength. I think what we need to do, the CBN should continue to intervene to a large extent. Let them study the policy document very well, call the critical stakeholders, and at the end of the day, we'll be able to ensure that Naira regain adequate strength, because the incessant fall of the Naira is a pointer to the fact that the economy is weak, and whether we like it or not, whatever goods and services in the country is being premised on the fact that FS price, which is foreign exchange differential in terms of the exchange rate. So the federal government must work very hard through the Central Bank of Nigeria to ensure that if we eliminate the BDC, what that clearly shows is that anybody who is in need of forex will have to go to the bank. You show cause. You know, before now, what the BDC does, or what people do through the BDC, is just that if you feel like having dollar, just go to where they are, change and put in your house, maybe for speculation or what have you. But today, if you need the dollar, you have to go to the bank. You show cause, I want to travel out of the country, and they will allocate for you based on what the CBN has prescribed. So for me, another thing that can help us to stabilize the Naira and ensure that we get value for the Naira as a matter of policy is when we show up our foreign exchange earning. If we don't diversify, for example, if the price of crude is still the way they are, if some world powers are very reluctant in taking crude from us as a result of slowdown in economic activity, as a result of the new wave of the pandemic, we are still going to continue in this cycle for a longer term. So let the federal government look for alternate means of generating revenue, such as especially foreign exchange. If we are able to earn foreign exchange, the more the Naira will ordinarily get stability, the Naira will ordinarily get strength. So I think for now, we might just have to continue this back and forth fall of the naira as a matter of time.
Now, since you mentioned crude, I think I'll just bring in this report we got yesterday about the increasing rate of what we call cooking gas. The importation was stopped, and the 7.5% tax on it the implementation came into play about 3 weeks ago. Now, it looks like every week there's an increase, and presently Nigerians are scared that maybe in the next 1 week, it might increase to as much as 1,000 naira.
Yes, people have developed alternate means. People are actually predicting 1,000 naira per kg, which will have adverse effect. What the government can do, this simultaneous increment in VAT or implementation, it has to be looked at properly. It was the same government. When I say the same government, I don't mean particularly this administration, that brought about awareness in terms of cleaner energy in the area of cooking. You know, people metamorphose gradually to cooking gas to the extent that a number of households, millions of households, had to key into that particular policy of the government.
Even small business
owners.
Yes,
small business owners, you can see them out there using this cooking gas. So it has become like a more of household commodity. Now the government is pushing the people back to where we started from. People are now developing alternate means of cooking. So we have to look at it very well. In as much as we want to have resources, we want to have money. Some of the liquefied gas depot in Nigeria, they said they can't even buy from the NLNG. These are issues. There shouldn't be bureaucratic bottleneck when we want to look at this issue, especially as it affects the common man.
Well, why do we have the hike in price of gas?
The hike in price, according to the fillers, we were told that because of the VAT implementation, I think about 7.5 VAT implementation on these items that are brought into the country. Then the question is that why can't we have adequate supply when the NLNG give us adequate supply to local liquefied gas depot or gas plant in the country?
Austin, are you aware that 70% of the gas we consume in Nigeria is actually imported?
That's the issue. If we take advantage, that's what we are talking about. If we take advantage, like a comparative advantage of the situation at hand, we flare more gas as far as global community is concerned. If we harness this gas potential, gas resources, the Minister of State for Petroleum came out the other time and said we have, I think, over 200 trillion cubic feet of gas reserve. So if we have that much, gas is gradually tending the way of the PMS, in as much that we refine locally, we exploit locally, we have to export to other country to refine for us, then we now bring it in at exorbitant price, and that is affecting local prices of goods and services. So the government had to look at this area very critically. It is exorbitantly high and it is becoming unbearable. It used to be like 220, 230, 250 per kg. At a time it got to 280 per kg. Now we are having as much as 520, 530 per kg. It is unsustainable. You are driving the masses crazy. So let the federal government come into play through the Ministry of Petroleum and look at this issue critically. These are items that we are supposed to have leverage on because we have advantage in terms of production. So if we have that advantage, whatever that is causing this artificial hike in price, let it be dismantled and let Nigeria breathe a new lease of life.
What baffles the mind is that we continually suffer in the midst of plenty. Some have even said that Nigeria is a gas-producing nation. The deposit of gas we have is more than even the crude oil that
it's a statement of fact.
But we are almost wallowing in poverty, and yet there is surplus around us.
The government must harness some of these potentials, especially in terms of natural resources that we have in the country.
You said they're taking us back to where we started. People are now using firewood.
Look at, if price of cooking gas, for example, skyrockets, it will also connect the price of kerosene. You understand? So if that is the case, it means that we are another year not there. So the government should come to the rescue. I could remember when this campaign was on at that time, we were having camp gas here and there, people using camp gas, even households that are not really where to do, they still have them because it saves time and it becomes faster. But now we are gradually losing that particular value at this particular point in time. So if we have gas production or gas deposit in commercial quantity, in large and economic quantity, why do we have to suffer at every point in time? So whatever that is causing this, let the federal government look into it. The local gas depot, they are also making their complaint that most of the time they find it very difficult to buy from the NLNG directly. So whatever that means, whatever that is causing that, let it be frontally addressed and let us move forward and leave this problem behind.
Got up Nigeria away from gas. Let's look at this one. The ban on open grazing expires tomorrow. Austin Adumu, 12 states are yet to comply. Today. Is actually today?
Yes, the implementation should kick off.
Today is Tuesday.
Yes, today is Tuesday.
Expires today.
It expires today. People like Akeredolu will be signing theirs into law today. A lot of southern governors, they are still reluctant in doing that, maybe for one political reason or the other. Like we have always said on this platform and at every point in time, ban on open grazing is not an affront against any ethnic group. It's not an affront against any tribe. It's just a way of doing business in the 21st century. We are always saying that it is old-fashioned, primitive, and also archaic for us to start having a situation where cattle will graze openly. You know, at times when you travel on the highway, you find such experiences. I went to Shaki during the weekend on Saturday precisely. You know, we had one-on-one encounter with these people. If not for God, you understand what I mean. You know, I told you I had that experience some years ago on Akure Road. You know, when you are on a very top speed and all of a sudden you see a situation where cow will just cross the road. You know, if not for the mercies of God, the vehicle, anything could have happened. So that is the point we are making. Let us come together as a nation, agree on this way forward. The issue of tracing cattle colony, the issue of tracing cattle route is no longer fashionable, it's no longer tenable. Let us embrace modern means of cattle breeding that is globally acceptable.
Are you sure Mr. President is listening to what you're saying now?
Which is ranching, of course.
He's still looking for the grazing route.
Let us let Mr. President know that Mr. President is still taking us to the back. He's taking us back to the 60s. Even in the 60s, not every state in the country has this grazing route that we talk about. So let us look at the possibility of embracing modern means of cattle breeding. This nomadic cattle rearing is no longer working. It's old fashioned. So let the government see reason and also see as a way of ensuring peace in the community. So this is the way. A lot of people have accused the president, for example, that because these people, they are from your tribe, that is why you seek to protect them. And the president has come out to say, no, I am the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He must prove that beyond reasonable doubt to every Nigerian that this is globally acceptable solution. Let us deal with it the way it is. So we are appealing to other governors who have not seen reason to sign this into law or to even kickstart the process at all. Let them look for a way to address this issue. It is not to take away the means of livelihood of anybody. Above it all, we must remember that cattle breeding in Nigeria today is not our national occupation. It's still a private business.
Okay, Austin, quickly, let's have a summary of all these things. We say we're a growing economy, GDP is growing and all that. And then when you spoke the other time, you talked about we not earning foreign exchange. And at this time in the country, 21st century, 2021, we're still talking about open grazing. Isn't this somewhat disappointing?
Of course, it's disappointing and it's taking us back. And people are looking at it like a north and southern issue. It shouldn't always be. Let us look at this issue with the view of ensuring that public interest is served at the end of the day. We can't have peace in the country. My own idea of the type of peace the federal government is pursuing is a peace without justice. When you pursue peace without justice, when you pursue peace without equity and fair play, at the end of the day, we all still live in a time of war. So let the government look at it very critically, that this is not what we should be talking about at this particular point in time. I think in recent time, we are becoming too conscious of cattle rearing, from cattle colony to Ruga, now from Ruga. Let the federal government kickstarted a process through the National Economic Council, which is National Livestock Transformation Program. In that particular project of the government, ranching was adopted. There was never a clause within that particular policy document that states that animal husbandry should continue to roam about our street. No. So the federal government kickstart that. Wherever the pressure is coming from, let the federal government situate all of this vis-a-vis public and popular interests of the country. So we must move forward at some point.
What happens today? The ban on open grazing. We understand that even police are divided on enforcement. So what happens?
Yes, police, security general, not just the police, they are divided on enforcement. Is still the issue of ethnic and tribal sentiment. Of course, I agree that implementation cannot just be by fiat or all of a sudden. It has to be through gradual process. So let us allow states to deal with it based on their various peculiarity. Let them invite the critical stakeholders. Let us appeal to them. We are not taking away your means of livelihood. We can even support you, but let us toe the line of modern cattle rearing so that we are going to have a win-win situation at the long run. A win-win situation in the sense that we will still allow you to continue in your business. Of course, we can't take away your means of livelihood, but these farmers too must also reserve the right to continue in their business, because it will breed war and continue to breed situation of anarchy. When some people will have farmed for a whole year, when harvest is coming, they get to their farm is grazed away, and when you talk, you risk your life in the process. We must look at it that Nigeria is a secular state. Everybody can live anywhere in the country doing any business. Of course, that also should have a clause. If your means of livelihood is detrimental or has constitute a kind of threat to my own life or my own means of livelihood, then it has no basis in law. So let the federal government look at this issue holistically. Let's state to also address it. Let's put political and ethnic sentiment apart. Let us look at it in the way that at the end of the day, it will benefit both the herders and the farmers.
All right, Austin, whenever you say Nigeria is a secular state, I disagree. But, I mean, it's not a conversation now. Nigeria is a multi-religious state. We should agree this, okay? People, they hold their religion in high, reverence here in this country so much. But we should say one is not superior to the other. Religious imperialism must not be allowed in the country.
Of course, yes.
We'll go on a short break. We'll be back in a bit.
With Airtel Home Broadband device, your home is connected and you all can focus on the important things in life.
Enjoy the finer things in life in the Airtel HBB seasonal offer. Visit any certified Airtel shop to get a 4G MiFi at 9,999 Naira plus up to 55 gigabyte bonus data, or router at 19,999 Naira plus up to 160 gigabyte bonus data. Offer valid while stock lasts. Terms and conditions apply.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Yeah, you're dolling me, oh.
I'm just not feeling the flow right now. It's like there's no ginger.
Okay, let's take a break. Here, have a Coke.
Gege, that's the ginger right there. Give me one Coca-Cola. Yes, so make you ginger.
Ginger your flow with Coca-Cola.
Give me one Coke.
DSTV has your perfect TV match. If you know your flambe from your saute, we're serving up some
yummy.
If high-octane dockies are more your speed, get in the driver's seat. Are you all about that drama? We'll bring it from the courtroom to the emergency room for a serious series dose. Because with a fresh new lineup of the best TV, no matter what you're into, DSTV has your perfect TV match. So get connected and stay connected to DSTV. This is your TV moment.
Orílẹ̀-èdè Canada ó fún èèyàn tó lé ní mílíọ̀nù kan ní ìwé ọmọ onílẹ̀ láàrin ọdún 2021 sí 2023. Kò jẹ́jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ lórí. Orílẹ̀-èdè Canada yóò fún àwọn ènìyàn tó ń lé ní mílíọ̀nù kan ní ìwé ọmọ onílẹ̀ láàrin ọdún 2021 sí 2023. Ọ̀gọ̀rọ̀ ohun àlùmọ́nì ilẹ̀ ló sodo sí orílẹ̀-èdè Canada. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ìbá díẹ̀ ni wọ́n ti ìṣàmúlò rẹ̀ láàrin ẹgbàágbèje ohun àlùmọ́nì ọ̀hún. èyí rí bẹ́ẹ̀ látàrí ọ̀wọ́n ènìyàn tó ń bá orílẹ̀-èdè náà fínra. bó tilẹ̀ jẹ́ pé Canada ní orílẹ̀-èdè kejì tó ní ilẹ̀ jùlọ lágbàáyé, ṣùgbọ́n ìwọ̀nba ènìyàn ni wọ́n ń gbé ní orílẹ̀-èdè náà. Onírúurú ètò láti rìnrìn àjò sí orílẹ̀-èdè Canada ló ti wà nílẹ̀. Ìwọ náà lè lo àǹfààní ètò àti kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ kó o sì máa ṣiṣẹ́. Aṣáájú agbanímọ̀ràn bí a ti ń rìnrìn àjò káàkiri àgbáyé ní Jonathan King Limited. Kàn sí wọn, wọn ó fọ̀nà hàn ọ́.
Gba fọ́ọ̀mù tiẹ̀ lónìí ní Jonathan King Limited, àjà kínní àti ìkẹfà Cocoa House Ìbàdàn, àti ní The Bronx Bookshop lẹ́bàá Saviour Cathedral níjẹ̀bú òde. 20 oṣù kẹsàn-án 28th of September ní ìforúkọsílẹ̀ yìí ó wà sópin o.
Uncle Dentist, wetin be cavities and how Colgate take dey protect my teeth from cavities? Shey dey use comfort?
No dear, na hole for teeth dey cause most tooth pain wey be cavity. But if you use Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection take brush every day, the confirmed formula go help keep natural calcium inside our teeth wey go protect them from tooth decay.
Time don reach to upgrade to the world's most chosen toothpaste, Colgate, because Colgate locks calcium in.
Now, the Nigerian Dental Association, they recommend Colgate.
láti gòkè àgùnlà láyé èèyàn nílò ìtọ́sọ́nà ẹni tó mọ̀nà débi àṣeyọrí. FMH International HR àwọn ni gbajúgbajà akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ iléeṣẹ́ alárinà tó mọ ojúlẹ̀jà bá ti ń tọ́ni sọ́nà finimọ̀nà nípa bí gbogbo òǹwáṣẹ́ lè pàdé àwọn òǹgbanisíṣẹ́ pàápàá jùlọ láwọn orílẹ̀-èdè tó wà lókè òkun.
FMH International HR alábàáṣepọ̀ gidi ni wọ́n jẹ́ pẹ̀lú àjọ oníwádìí ìjìnlẹ̀ àgbáyé tá a mọ̀ sí United Nations Volunteer Research Group láti jùmọ̀ tọpinpin wàhálà táwọn ọmọlẹ́yìn ń kojú nídìí ìgbìyànjú ajé lọ sílẹ̀ òkèèrè. ìyẹn ọ̀rọ̀ tó jẹ mọ́ international migration àti international labour activities.
ǹjẹ́ o tiẹ̀ mọ̀ pé o nílò ìmọ̀ tó jinlẹ̀ dáadáa nípa ìlànà à ń tẹ̀lé láwọn pápákọ̀ òfurufú tó fẹ́ gbà sọdá sílẹ̀ òkèèrè. lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ bá a ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí United Nations Volunteer Research Group pẹ̀lú àjọṣepọ̀ FMH International HR ń ṣe research lórí ẹ̀dùn ọkàn àti ìpèníjà tẹ́ ẹ bá ní. questionnaires táwọn òṣìṣẹ́ FMH bá fún yín lágbègbè yín lẹ́ ó ṣàlàyé ìrírí yín sí.
fún àlàyé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ kàn sí wọn ní 3rd and 9th floor Cocoa House Dùgbẹ̀ Ìbàdàn.
telephone 0817 4444 627
àti 08168737222.
Sunshine makes the day better, meal times better, weekends better, chill times better, dates better, barbecues, beach parties, and even one bears better. Sunshine makes every bit better.
Lipton iced tea. Lipton iced tea, made from fresh tea leaves, soaked in hours of sunshine, and together with juicy fruit flavors, give you that deliciously refreshing taste. Top better life with sunshine in a bottle. Available in peach and lemon flavors. Lipton iced tea, deliciously refreshing.
32 FM 94.9.
All right, still paper review on 32 FM 94.9, and we still have Austin Adumo here in the studios, and I am Chike OGBOGU.
And my name is GBEMISOLA. SOYEMI.
Okay, I'm OLUTAYO. OGUNADE. CGN moves to end forum shopping as lawyers worry over conflicting judgments. That's from Daily Trust.
Yes, I think it's becoming too ridiculous. A situation where parallel or equal or a court of coordinate jurisdiction will give conflicting judgment on the same matter is becoming too ridiculous. I think some lawyers are trying to use the judiciary to bastardize our democracy, which is uncalled for. So I like the latest move by the CJN, inviting the CJs of these various states to come and explain why. Why should it be so? You know, this has happened before. This almost destroyed the PDP in 2016. Look at Anambra governorship election. We have had a situation where INEC hands will be tied legally. INEC will even go into an election without political party having candidate. It will be after the election that the court will now decide who a candidate of a political party should be. It shouldn't be. So this has to stop in our democracy. Look at the Anambra governorship election as we speak now. Some people do not have candidate. We had INEC in the last election. On Friday, court giving judgment that INEC should put some people on the ballot. How would they do that? So these are areas where we need to look at. So let the judiciary do a kind of self-cleansing. If a court has given a particular judgment and that same expertise is taken to another court of competent or coordinate jurisdiction, it should be struck out. That case should not be. Look at Uche Sekudos, for example. Within 24 hours, he was PDP chairman and not PDP chairman like 3 or 4 times within 24 hours in the same country. These are conflicting. So INEC will now adopt a method that, we are going to abide by the recent one. Maybe by the close of the day, if another judgment comes on board, INEC will have to alter his document again and abide by the other one. The only court that can give another valid judgment that could be followed is an appellate court, a higher court of competent jurisdiction, not somebody obtaining ex parte order in a high court in Rivers State. You go to Kebbi State, even courts that should not even have jurisdiction. So these are issues. I think it should be sorted out once and for all. Of course, NBA has seen this as embarrassing. The CJN has also seen this as very ridiculous, and action and steps is being taken. We must not bastardize democracy. And politicians too, especially aberrant politicians, they must also be talked to. The politicians are over-judicializing the electoral process, which is not supposed to be so. The mandate to elect people to offices reside with the people.
If we are not careful, 2023 will go to the highest bidder.
Yes, that is what will happen when you have conflicting court judgment here and there. And this boils down to the fact that there is no eternal democracy within our various political parties. It is shameful that in Anambra election, the 3 leading political parties were in crisis. They could not come out boldly to say this is our candidate, except for APC that some people have been talked to, they have shit their sword. There's still litigation on the part of the PDP, litigation on the part of ABGA. So all of this had to stop. Let judiciary do a self-cleansing. Let them not entertain politicians.
Can they self-cleanse?
Of course, we can kickstart the process. Right. It has happened before, but the CJN has taken it upon himself now to say, this has to stop. Come and show cause in your state. Why should there be conflicting ex parte judgment? And most of them are obtained through ex parte, which means that the other party, the other was given even without the other party. So let there be decorum and sanity within the judicial system. Politicians can go to any length to secure judgment and serve their political interests, but the judiciary should always stop them. That no, this is the position of the law. You may not have your way at every point in time, because it sounds really embarrassing and ridiculous.
All right, so we open the studio lines, so you can call 0705 5000 949. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, my name is Adeshi Jamola from UI. Let me start from the increase in the price of so many things. The gas, the electricity, and so many of sorts. In that situation, what do? We will say, okay, the next election, let's vote carefully. Now, I want to ask, if the PDP and the APC, okay, the APC, they are in government now, the PDP...
All right, you can try to reach us again. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Dr. Mark. I want to say something about the issue of our gas price increasing. I am from Niger Delta, and I worked with an oil company for so many years before I came back to the academic environment. It's a place I visit regularly. You see, we have...
Hello, Dr. Mark.
Not explain why Nigeria should still be important, bringing in gas to Nigeria. Yesterday in the newspaper, I heard 70% of the gas consumed in Nigeria is imported. I know it's unbelievable. With the volume of gas being flared in the Niger Delta, this particular administration, I don't understand what they are up to. They talked about a Petroleum Industry Act that was signed. Is that gas not supposed to be part of it? We are wasting gas, and yet we are selling to ourselves at a very high rate. Why can't we create more gas reserves? Put money into creating gas reserves. Reserve most of these ones we are wasting in the Niger Delta and sell to Nigeria.
Thank you. 0809 7000 949 0705 5000 949. You can also drop your comments on Facebook and on YouTube. We'll get to read them as well. But before we take more calls, we'll be back after this break.
egbògi kan ti délẹ̀ yìí egbògi àtẹ̀jẹ̀ ṣe ni ó dára fẹ̀jẹ̀ gidi gan Veneto cleanser ló ń jẹ́ o. Veneto cleanser ló ń jẹ́ o.
ojú rẹ̀ ṣàǹjọ̀lọ̀ lójoojúmọ́ kí làṣírí ẹ wà rí.
Veneto cleanser ni.
já mi sí ọ̀rẹ́.
Veneto cleanser egbògi àtẹ̀jẹ̀ṣe tí bàdọ̀tí ara wọ̀ yá ìjà rẹ̀ wọ́n mọ́lẹ̀ ṣe wọ́n yẹbẹyẹbẹ. inú tó ń kú tó ń dàrú gbòdògbòdò kò bára rẹ̀ èrí inú ẹ̀jẹ̀. amọ̀nà ti dé o. Veneto cleanser egbògi àtẹ̀jẹ̀ṣe tí a fi ewé àti egbò ṣe ní ọ̀nà tìgbàlódé. NAFDAC fòǹtẹ̀lù MA1 Nigeria Limited ni wọ́n gbé Veneto cleanser jáde. a wà ní nọ́mbà 17 ọba akínyẹlé off Adeokun Street Aláàfin Avenue Olúyọ̀lé Estate Ring Road Ìbàdàn. telephone 08034051533 fún títà àti rírà. ìwọ náà darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Veneton cleanser àmọ̀tẹ́kùn egbòogi tí ya gbogbo kòkòrò inú ẹ̀jẹ̀ wẹ́lẹ́wẹ́lẹ́.
8 times 500 naira, 4,000 naira. 8 times 5,000. Hi! Abeg, where una dey see this money?
Money care. Na the ogbonge bonus wey dey sama me as I buy new SIM card o. See dem dey give me double data subscription plus 8 times a woof anytime I recharge.
Oh boy, what's up for me now?
You know say you fit buy SIM card now for any accredited Airtel shop, ba? Just go there with your NIN, just like that.
Sure guy!
Airtel, the smartphone network.
DSTV has your perfect TV match. If you know your flambe from your saute, we're serving up some.
Yummy.
If high-octane dockies are more your speed, get in the driver's seat. Are you all about that drama? We'll bring it from the courtroom to the emergency room for a serious series dose. Because with a fresh new lineup of the best TV, no matter what you're into, DSTV has your perfect TV match. So get connected and stay connected to DSTV. This is your TV moment.
Sunshine, sunshine, yeah. You make me smile. You brighten my day. My sunshine in a bottle. In every way. No be lie, yo. You give me refresh, yo. I can't deny my sunshine drink. Oh, yeah, show me your shine. Come make it chop better life. Mommy and daddy and everybody, show me your bottle, Joe.
Chop better life with sunshine in a bottle with the refreshingly delicious Lipton iced tea. Available in peach and lemon flavors.
Lipton iced tea.
Lipton iced tea. Deliciously refreshing.
Many people just wonder how my toilet does to stay clean. How my toilet know they get germs. Number secret to my healthy family living. Power active clean soul. So toilet clean. No matter the day, make it just no say. Clean so clean so. Use 99.9.
Cleanse all toilet cleaner. Small change, big difference for a healthy family.
32 FM
94.9.
32 FM 94.9. We are taking your comments and your calls now. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Alhaji Abdullah from Kokokara.
Let's have your headline.
Good morning, Austin.
Good morning, sir.
I think I will toe the line of Dr. Mark because we have a lot of gas being flaring away. And in a senior country, I think instead of filtering all these things away, it should be conserved for the benefit of the masses. Instead of that, we are suffering amidst plenty. Now, you can imagine a kilo of gas for 500 naira. It is unbearable to the all. My wife even telling me that it's 800 now. It is affront to the masses of Nigeria by the government that come to serve them. So I don't know.
Thank you, Alaji. Yeah, yes. I don't know, but we know. All right. So if it's 800 naira, Chike, so that's how much now?
That's 10,000 naira for a 12.5 kg. For a 12.5 kg, that'll be 10,000 naira.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Good morning.
Hello.
009-7000-949 0705-5000-949. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning to everybody in the studio.
Good morning.
Please, if 1 kg of cooking gas can now be selling for 600 naira, please, what do we enjoy in this country, for God's sake? What do we enjoy? We are fed up. That's why I said it on this platform. All these people, our leaders, they are not serious-minded and God-fearing. Thank you. Good morning.
Thank you, Basharon. 0809 7000 0705 500949.
And now this headline from the Punch newspaper. NDA invasion, more troubles coming, Father Mbaka warns. And a long story, just a long write-up there. However, he's warning again. Austin,
This is Dr. Mark calling
Mbaka
back.
is
I
talking
want to say
again
something
after
about
his
us
debate.
not earning foreign
Hello, good morning.
exchange. The reason why the dollar is increasing and
Hello, good morning. 0809 7000 949 0705 500949. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
This is Kola from Okebadan. And I just want to ask, is it not that if the price increase all the time, it's not having overtaxed? Because I remember last time on your show, you were praising Mr. Makinde for increasing the IGR. 4 billion naira is being, every month is being taxed, taken from the people of Oyo State. What do you think will happen to the price of commodities? When you have a governor that is taxing people 4 billion naira every month, and nothing is being done. You use this money to do street lights and motor parks. How do you want the economy to go when you don't spend this money in the right way? Thank you.
Thank you. 0809 7000 949. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Austin. Yeah, I'm Butayo.
Good morning.
John Collison, I know you know me very well. We import everything. I hope that one day we will not start importing human beings, because what our leaders want is imported. We don't like local. We don't want to be on our own. We don't want to be independent. We still rely on Oyibo. If I say something wrong, Chike will say that I am not civil, but our leaders are they civil. Thank you.
Thank you, John. So it's
My
looking
brother, thank
like
you for being civil this morning.
And independence. God help Nigeria. Hello, good morning.
hello. My line couldn't connect the other time. This is Dr. Mark. I was trying to explain the solution to us having value for our naira again. If a nation is not producing what it is consuming, the value of our naira will keep dropping. We have a lot of resources here in our country that we cannot push to the other world. Like in Oyo State, we have over 18 gemstones that is not even setting the state a dime. And we have Minister of Mineral Resources. All of these things can be sold to Kenya, can be sold to some other African countries that go to Italy and Switzerland to buy them. So if we harness the resources we have and we have something we are selling at the international market, our money will have value. First, we need to sell to ourselves and be satisfied.
All right, we can take one more call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Right, if gold should rust, what will the iron do?
Hello, morning.
Yeah, this is Bayo from Orogun.
All right, Bayo.
Okay, thank you. Quick one. May God deliver GSM from most of us. Tayo, we are saying about increase in gas. If you are never want to increase the tariff, it's what that one got to do with IGR. You see, I don't say it until we continue to tell ourselves the truth. What concerns GSM with the issue of gas and this thing? I don't just understand. Sometimes I feel like, thank you, good morning.
All right, Bayo. Gentlemen, we have to leave the studio. Austin Ijumo.
Yes, let the government look at some of this issue. Implementation and aggressive tax drive that can further plunge people into poverty should be discarded, because if you look at it presently, the Nigerian masses is multitasked. So we must be very careful. Government is about the people. By the time you want to make money at the detriment of the people, it becomes like a disservice to them. God bless Nigeria.
God bless Nigeria. Thanks to all those who called, those who sent in messages, those who dropped comments on Facebook. I'll read this one just before we go. If gold should rust, what will the iron do? If the bandits could attack the NDA, why would they not attack a church that has no weapons? We are now in full-blown banana republic where lives are on continuous threat of being lost anytime. May God save this country from the present government. Abiodun Olugbenga Ogunderan, thank you for that message. You can join us again tomorrow morning. My name is GBEMISOLA. SOYEMI.
Good morning to you. I am OLUTAYO OGUNADE.
A very positive morning to you. I am CHIKE OGBOGU.